What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. So today I'm doing a 20,000 mile review on my GSXR750, and you know what, I better just go ahead and walk around this baby real quick. 2015, done a few things to it. I have plenty of mod videos up if you haven't seen my bike or you're new to my channel. But anyways, yeah, so I bought this bike brand new in 2016 to be, let's see, yeah, spring of 2016. So I've had it about a little over 3 years now, and put 20,000 on it. Bought it brand new, like I said, 0 miles, still running flawlessly. I really have nothing bad to say about the GSXR. The only thing, I literally just filled up and I was on my reserve. Like, there's a blinking light that's like for a gallon left, and then when you get down to half a gallon, the light goes solid, right? But there's no gas gauge. There's no like actual gas gauge, and that's the only thing I would probably change on this bike. But it's not a deal breaker or anything like that. I love this bike. Like, it's just been so good to me. Like I said, I've had it for a little over 3 years. I've taken it on multiple trips up to North Carolina, Tail of the Dragon, you know, Cherry Hollow Skyway, all that good stuff. And this bike just performs flawlessly. I love it. Honestly, nothing bad I can say about this bike. Obviously the gas gauge would be, you know, one thing that would maybe change if I could. I actually have a cop in front of me right now, so it's a good thing I'm being a good boy, not speeding. I don't think I am. No, I'm not. That would not be good. Actually, there's another cop. So yeah, definitely gonna be a mild video, so don't count on any wheelies or anything like that. So yeah, like I said, I've been meaning to do this. I think I've had 20,421 miles, so I've been meaning to do this for a couple weeks now. I'm a weekend warrior, so you might think, like, you know, 20,000 miles, oh, that's not like a ton. And you're right, 20,000 miles isn't a ton of miles in 3 years. But like I said, it's I'm a weekend warrior, so I ride on the weekends. Pretty much ride every weekend for the most part. Sometimes we get rained out here in Florida, and it's not the best conditions for riding. But other than that, you know, we're pretty much out riding every weekend. And there was many bikes that I had looked at when I went from my, I had a Ninja 1000, not the ZX10, had a Ninja 1000, and I looked at many bikes. I looked at the GSXR750, I looked at the GSXR 1000, the 750, obviously. I was looking at an older R1, I believe it was the 2014 model. I really liked that bike, but when I went to go look at it, it was slightly used. I think it had like 1,200 miles on it, and when I went to go actually look at it, it had been laid down, so that was a no-go for me. Would have been a killer deal, but it had been laid down, so yeah, it's definitely a no-go for me. So alright, let's go our separate ways here. So anyways, focus on the video, not the cop. Anyways, like I said, I went and looked at multiple bikes. There was a ZX10 that I went to go look at. Thought about that. You know, I wanted to get something not so much a sport touring bike, but I wanted, like, strictly, I just wanted a sport bike, like a super sport bike. And you know, power needs and all that stuff, like, I've ridden many 1000s. I have videos on me riding CBR 1000, you know, the R1, the ZX10, what else is there, GSXR 1000. I've ridden many 1000 bikes, and honestly, when I ride those bikes compared to my bike, I really don't have a need for more power. Like, honestly, the 750 to me is just like, it's kind of like the sweet spot for a street bike, you know. Honestly, some people will say, like, they want a 1000 for like the track or this and that. If I were gonna do track, if I were gonna ride track, I would honestly probably go with something I could wind out more, because like this bike, you gotta hit, like, you know, even in like first gear, you gotta be like up in like 80 miles an hour plus to wind it out in first gear. And I would really honestly go for a smaller bike, like a 250 or maybe a 300 or 400 class sport bike if I were looking at going to do track days, which I'm not. So anyways, so long story short, I went with the 750 because it's comfortable. It's one of the most ergonomically comfortable super sport bikes there is, and I got a great deal on it. I'm not gonna lie. I got an excellent deal on this bike. I won't say what I got it for, but I got a really good deal on it. It was actually the only 2015 left. They had a plethora of 2016s on the floor, and this is the only 2015 left. And I went to this specific dealership to go look at the ZX10. Went and looked at the ZX10, and I wasn't really happy with how it looked cosmetically because it was also slightly used. I was trying to get, you know, something for under 10 grand, something fairly new but not like abused, something that had been taken care of and yada yada. And when I go look at the ZX10, it was it had a few scratches on the, yeah, it probably had been dropped in a parking lot or something like that. But regardless, I did not want a bike that had been beat on or abused. So if I'm gonna have a bike that's beat on or abused, I'm gonna do the abusing myself, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, went down there, looked at the ZX10, wasn't happy. I was kind of disappointed because I had driven like half an hour to go look at this ZX10 at this dealership, and you know, online all the pictures looked like it was in fantastic shape, but when I got there it wasn't. The guy was like, hey, you know what, if you're looking at a super sport bike, you know, maybe you want to look at the ZX or the GSXR750. And I was like, yeah, you know, I've always liked that the GSXR750 is like the only 750 out there pretty much, still made and manufactured. And so they had a 2000, I think it was a 2011 or 12 that they had that was used, had like 20,000 miles on it, and they told me I could ride it, and I was like, all right, cool. So rode it. Within like the first 5 miles, I was sold. Like, I wanted this bike so bad. And luckily, they didn't know that I was super interested in it to begin with. So when I went back, I didn't act like I was like super amazed with the bike or anything like that. I basically just went back in there. I was like, yeah, you know, I guess I could go for a 750, you know, if you could get me a good deal, like something better than what it's already marked down to, because it was already marked down, and they knocked like an extra $1,200 off of what it was already marked down. So got a fantastic deal on this bike, and honestly haven't looked back since then. I've ridden, like I said, many 1000s, I've ridden many 600s, and I just feel like the 750 is like just the sweet spot to be like right there between like the 600s and 1000s. So yeah, that's one of the main reasons I went for it. But this bike has been flawless to me. Like, I've had the one issue with the swing arm. If you watched my video, if you haven't seen it, you should go look at my old videos. It's a video called They Broke My Bike. It has something to do with my swing arm. I won't go out and say it because it's a long story, but if you want to go check that out, that is the only thing I've had go wrong with this bike. So like 20,000 miles, I, you know, wheelie this bike. I wouldn't say I track this bike or anything like that, but I do ride it fairly aggressive from time to time. Okay, that car, that's something you gotta look out for. The car wants to be in this lane, but they're in the other lane, so now they're gonna get behind me. Just glad that they're looking out for bikers and not just pulling out in front of me. So, hey, my buddy Cody right there. So anyways, yeah, bought the bike, have never looked back. Like 20,000 miles later, I absolutely love this bike. I really plan on keeping this bike for as long as I possibly can. I might even keep it to the point to where I would love if Suzuki would come out with a new GSXR750, like an upgraded model, within like the next few years. And if they do, I will probably wait a year or two and then try to get a deal on a used one, or not a used one, but a leftover one, because that's definitely how you get the best deal. So 20,000 mile review. All I can say is this bike is just amazeballs, man, for real. Like, just amazing bike. And I think I'm gonna bust a U and go back in there and see my buddy Cody real quick. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Follow me on Instagram, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I usually don't say that, but I'm like just trying to end this video right here. And so yeah, appreciate you guys watching my content, and I will catch you on the next video. Peace and ride safe.